The hook lying position is something that we're going to be using a lot in the program for your upper body accessory lifts and range of motion and volume-based lifting. The reason that I like the hook lying position is it gets us away from the typical extended position of a normal bench press, which is like a really excessive arch, driving the center of mass forward and pushing a lot of extension into the system. If you can tolerate a lot of bench volume, this sometimes becomes a little bit provocative, and using a hook lying variation allows us to keep our specificity to barbell pressing, but without all of that systemic extension stuff in the program all the time. And that's why I like the hook line, because it helps us drive the center of mass back, get some abs on, find some hamstrings to learn to control the pelvis. And if you're new to squatting and deadlifting in the way that I've shown you in one of the other programs that we have here for Training Model, this position also helps squatting and deadlifting and the technique of that. So I love the hook lying, and we're going to do a lot of it. For the setup, we're looking to flatten the low back, and the way that we're going to do that is actually digging the heels down into the box to find some hamstrings. If you're struggling to find hamstrings, you can push your legs a little further out and drag the heels in again. You'll probably feel a little bit more with them further out. That tucking of the pelvis is then supported with our ab tension and pushing down into the bench. So if you now unrack, if we've got a really good active position here for hook lying, we should have abs on the entire ab wall, and we should have hamstrings on. Really important that both of those areas stay active the whole time, and then we can just go through our press. The final piece to a good hook lying is going to be reaching at the top and letting the scaps actually protract. So let's go in again. So I like to think about finishing the lift with your armpits. Your armpits have that final like 5% of the loading of pulling the shoulder blades forward. You can see now the range of motion is massive compared to a traditional bench press. We're also going to get a lot of active pec tension here, so your pecs are going to fatigue and feel a really good pump when you execute this well. Really important though that you still push this like you do your normal bench pressing. You won't be as strong here, obviously, because the range of motion is so much bigger. We've got so much more active sensory stuff happening. However, there is no reason why you can't push high RPEs, close proximity to failures, push your loading, just with the understanding that it's not going to be as strong, but there's so many benefits to this position. You'll also see in the program that we have dumbbell incline variations of this as well. There will be a specific exercise tutorial for that, but the setup is the exact same. We're just going to start to press on an incline rather than a flat position, which will just get a little bit more scap upward rotation, not just the protraction that we're picking up here with a flat variation of the press. Really good exercise. Push it. Don't bitch this. Push it hard. Challenge yourself. You'll get a lot out of this.